If there's a movement that's happened in our culture, in our city, in the various places that we're in, it's really a function of God and His Spirit at work. But at the same time, He does that in partnership with us.
It was renewed by the gospel, both my person as well as my calling.
One of my main reactions was, where has this been all my ministry life?
And because of different denominations, the doctrines are different, but yet in the gospel of Christ, we are able to unite together.
It's just been a really great journey of this 13 days of getting to know how to go about establishing a church plant. Starting from the very basics of understanding the gospel and how we should center all aspects of our church plant and the ministry of the church plant itself around the gospel.
In particular way of the intensive module, the way that it's set up, the first part is really about church planters' life, the journey with God, and it's about our heart. Let the gospel renew our heart and shape our heart. And that is what really needed, I think.
The bulk of the intensive, in fact, the first 3 to 4 days was on gospel centrality. And that was a welcome surprise, I would say. And through that, it really showed me what the emphasis should be placed on as a church planter. And even through the follow-up coaching that I've had for a couple of sessions now, it showed me the importance of placing your heart where it should be before you're even jumping into the gist of things.
That has been just been helpful for me to have a better grasp or better understanding that was previously quite blurred or uncertain of. This was really great and really helpful.
We get to listen to experienced church planters to share about what they went through during their church planting ministry. It brings a lot of encouragement and comforts to us, that knowing that the struggles that I'm facing, the problems I'm having is so real, and it's not only for me.
That I think is very refreshing to me when instead of thinking of what I can do for God and letting to be in an environment, an immersive environment that let the people, the cohorts basically were there, and then to encourage and to let the gospel to shape my heart first and foremost before I can go out to do His works.
They're deeply grounded in truth, in the Word of God, but also highly contextualized. So I'm really appreciative of just the trainers being able to articulate it out, dispense it in a way that makes sense, just a regular person, and really challenge us to apply it to ourselves.
I really appreciate how the speakers, the pastors, they are so grounded and firm in the gospel. So that everything that they see, they teach, that they do, and they impart on us is always based on the gospel. I see the power of the gospel being demonstrated visibly in themselves, in the persons, because they've been sharing their past failures and sins so unashamedly.
Just a repeated emphasis on the gospel and how we need to work through a mindset of gospel renewal. He taught on preaching Christotelically, but really the way that he showed how to bring the gospel into every message so that it does penetrate and pierce the heart of the hearers who are hearing the word of God preached was just really, really helpful.
The speakers, they had a real humility that just really broke some of the hurt, some of the pain that I was feeling as a woman. It was nothing like what I expected. It was not another to-do list. From the first day, I really learned that, that this was going to be a life-giving resource in my life. So instead of a list of expectations or even really a set of training from someone else's mindset of what I was supposed to be or do, that this was a resource for me, for my heart,